Let me also join Padma Shri Dr. Sanjeev Bagai, who also joins us now, Chairman Nephron Clinic. Dr. Bagai, thank you for being with us today. How do you see us confronting the challenges in our education system and evaluating it and overhauling it?
Good evening, everyone. So I think what we are seeing right now is a moment of inflection, a moment of reflection. We are still living many decades behind as far as our educational system is concerned. And if there is any reform which is required, the educational reforms are long overdue. What we are seeing as outbursts on the streets now, although it's been widely hijacked by a lot of people who are totally anarchists, but the core issue is that we are looking at the symptom and we are trying to treat the symptom without actually understanding what the disease is and where it lies. You know, it's like putting a band-aid on a necrotic gangrene lying elsewhere. That cannot work. It has not worked. The real issue begins and stems from the syllabus. What we have done is we are relying on old, outdated syllabus, things like zoology, botany, third language, for a child who's 18 years old, who's working long hours, giving multitudes of entrance exams, including the NEET, trying to enter into medicine, and zoology and botany is not even distantly, remotely related to human medicine. So we really need to decompress these children rather than putting extra load on them for subjects which are totally unrelated. Point number 2 is we are putting overemphasis on a 3-hour exam on one day, which that too is multiple choice. You have to give 140, 150 random answers in 3 hours. This is an unfair and a biased way to gauge a child's true potential for his career for the next 50, 70, 80 years. It is ridiculous. We have totally abandoned and cascaded the class 10, class 11 and class 12. Schools have become redundant. So really the second point is we need to give equal weightage of marks to class 10, class 11, class 12, and likewise 1/4 weightage should be given to the NEET exam. The minute you decompress one particular issue which is being overburdened, the greed and the lust of people trying to cheat or to leak the papers goes away. You're then gauging the true potential of a child by gauging him over a period of 3 years to 4 years rather than just 3 hours. The next point really is that the entire system is now being loaded in favor of coaching classes. This is putting excess pressure. What we are really doing is we are producing, and I'm being in healthcare now close to 4.5 decades. We are producing small robots who are memorizing masters. And these small children do not understand the art of learning. They are memorizing without actually understanding. Why? Because it's a multiple choice. We are not understanding the aptitude of these children. To worsen the situation is we have almost 50 to 60% reservations in various states. So the true merit seats become very, very less. Yes, there is a dichotomy. Right. There is a huge need gap. We have 25 lakh odd kids applying and we have only 1.3 lakh seats. Last point, which is important, is the overall interest of us is not only producing good students, but to be mentally stable.
Yes.
15% of Indians have some sort of mental illness. 80% of children in adolescence have mental stress.
Do you believe going digital will help us? Do you believe going digital will help us plug the gaps?
Yes. Yeah, digital is okay. But like I said, one exam cannot define an entire life of a child.
Okay. Also, you know, are there lessons from the West to be learned, Dr. Bagai?
Yes, absolutely. I think.
What are those?
The lessons are really, you look at an overall growth of a child. Why are we not allowing the child to play a little bit of sports and extracurricular, which enhances the mental ability and performance? Why are we overstressing a child towards disrupted sleep pattern, which decreases the cognitive function of children? Why are we insisting on things which are outdated as a system? We are relying on processes which are decades old. Let a child enjoy his adolescence and teen years. The entire emphasis is putting too much of stress and mental pressure on children. My concern is, we want to be Viksit Bharat 2047, then look after the mental state of these children because they are our future.
Okay, let me also ask you now about the system these gangs, the mafia that operates, that leaks papers, sometimes the coaching mafia is involved. How do we combat that? And if there is, an individual found who is connected with this mafia, how should we punish them?
So I have three quick points in this. The minute you give less emphasis on one of the four verticals, which one of the four verticals is the NEET exam, the lust and the greed of these gangs will go away because there's not much interest left for them. And you're looking after the safeguard and the welfare and the mental well-being of children, evaluate them over 3 years. Point number two, there is a way in which you can go foolproof digital. There is no way on hell anyone can crack that. And in case anyone is caught, like I believe 10 or 12 rascals have been caught this time in the paper leak,
Yes.
imprison them for life. If they go missing, attach their properties. Put such punitive punishment that no one ever on earth will even dream of doing such heinous acts.
Okay. Okay. Dr. Sanjeev Bagai, thank you very much for joining us with your perspective on this